Skipping meals and cutting calories is not how women's bodies lose weight. And I totally get why you're still hanging on to this idea. I get it. It's the only thing we've ever been taught. It's the only thing that we've been trying over and over and over again. But that's just it. We've been doing it over and over and over again. How many more times are we going to skip breakfast and eat the light and fit Greek yogurt and the iceberg lettuce salad for lunch and think that that's the only thing we need in a day to sustain our energy, our happiness? At what point are we going to let this go? And so today I'm actually going to walk you through why this isn't true so that you can finally just let go of the dieting, let go of skipping meals, let go of punishing yourself thin. Because I think what's really going on, if we really want to look at the root cause of why we do this to ourselves, it's a lack of self-worth. It's a lack of self-love, right? We're always feeling not enough or unworthy, and we're putting off our happiness until we get something, right? So I will be happy when I lose the 20 pounds. I will be confident when I lose the 20 pounds. And when you do this, you put the energy out into the universe that I'm not good enough to actually receive this. And so you don't actually get the thing that you're working so hard to do. And it also sets us up for doing really unrealistic things in order to feel confident, feel worthy, right? It's the reason why we'll go through surgeries, plastic surgeries. We'll spend $500 on acne medication, right? We'll take fat burner pills all day. We'll go and we'll do the super strict diet and we'll get on the elliptical for 6 hours a day. That's why we're doing those things. It's not actually to lose weight. It's just that that's the vehicle we think is going to get us to the health, the energy, the vitality, the confidence, the happiness, the joy that we're so desperately looking for. Okay, so if this is you, if you resonate with any of these things that you are struggling with right now, I want you to just put a little hands up, no shame in the comments, because by the way, this was me as well. If you are skipping breakfast every morning to save your calories for when you get home from work, when your cravings hit, okay? You get so busy during the day that you forget to eat your lunch that you packed, yet you had plenty of time to refill your coffee mug 3 times, right? You complain that you're bloated all the time and your skin is a mess, yet you continue to eat the sugar-free, fat-free, low-fat Franken foods just so that you can curb your cravings without eating calories. Thinking that you'll just have a handful of chocolate chips after dinner for dessert and wind up eating half of the bag. But because we didn't track it in MyFitnessPal, right, it doesn't count. So if you've done any of these, then I guarantee you it's because you have this mindset of, I don't deserve the health and happiness right now, and I'm going to punish myself with a diet in order to get there, okay? And this makes, like, this is not a fun place to be in, this chronic yo-yo dieting, right? Where you start on Monday with a new diet and you're so hopeful, and this time it's going to be different, and you're going, you've got your LaCroix ready and your sugar-free gum ready, so you can pound the carbonation and chew the gum for when the hunger hits and the sugar cravings hit. And this time it's going to be different. And by Thursday, you're a mess. You're tired. You're yawning all day. You're not sleeping anymore. Like, food is all you think about. You're so like sad and miserable and depressed. And all you're thinking about is, God, I just want like a glass of wine and some chips and salsa. And you feel stuck, right? It's the same perpetual cycle. And it's like you can never gain momentum, right? It's either you're on your diet or you're failing your diet. There's no like moving forward. There's no gaining momentum and wow, like I'm actually improving in my energy and my body composition and my health. None of that's happening. It's just like this, it's just dead end cycle over and over and over again. And you feel stuck in there and you're frustrated with the lack of progress and the lack of results, despite working so hard at it. Right? You're probably the only one in your group of friends that work so hard at making sure you're hitting your macros, making sure you're getting to the gym every single day, but like nothing is happening. I don't get it. But I promise you, you are not the one that's broken, right? It's so easy to get stuck in that trap of, okay, well, I've tried everything and I've done everything and I worked really, really hard at it and it still hasn't happened. That must mean that I'm broken. My metabolism's broken. My hormones are imbalanced. Like I'm the problem, right? But it's not. It's the way we've been conditioned to think about how women, like what it means to be healthy as a woman. Clean, restrictive eating and super slim body does not equal health. Health equals health. And when we shift away from actually striving towards health and we start striving for a size 2 jean size, that's what sets us up for the perpetual, unrealistic, super strict dieting. Because here's what happens physiologically when a woman is dieting, okay? So when we're in a really restrictive calorie deficit, our brain is going to flip from rest and digest, healing and recovery mode to survival stress mode. And when this flip gets switched, just think of like your fat burning metabolism is shut off, and instead we go towards fat accumulating, okay, lipolysis. And so what ends up happening is that even though you're not eating very much, it's not a calories in equals calories out equation, right? The human body is way more complex than that, especially women's bodies. Men's bodies, we can actually get away with doing a calorie deficit. It's why men can fast for, a couple days of the week and like lose 20 pounds. They don't quite have the hormonal feedback loops in their bodies like we do. If you actually want to hack the system and work with your body, you've got to ditch the dieting mentality, because what it ends up doing is activating that negative feedback loop, meaning less nutrients, less food that's coming in, coupled by really toxic thoughts and beating ourselves up and you're not good enough and you don't deserve that cookie after dinner. Then we shift, our metabolism shifts and our hormones begin creating this feedback loop of adrenaline, cortisol, cuts off our, sometimes even our ovulation. It cuts off our progesterone and estrogen and testosterone. We actually increase insulin and we increase cortisol. It's like the perfect storm for gaining fat. And a lot of times it's like that fat around your midsection where it's like you feel super bloated. It just feels like right underneath your belly button. It's always just like a little pouch there. That's exactly what's going on there. That's this insulin resistant hormonal weight gain that is caused by this yo-yo dieting phenomenon. So, okay, so if that's what's happening and we're actually digging ourselves a hole instead of actually gaining momentum towards weight loss and health and confidence and all of this stuff, if that's what's actually happening, then how do we break out of that cycle? It comes with what you focus on. This is the difference, what you focus on. So many of us are focusing on, I just want to lose weight so then I can be happy. Instead, I want you to focus on, how can I be healthy and happy right now? And you might be thinking, well, how am I going to do that? I'm not healthy. I'm not happy right now. Exactly. What are things that can help improve your health and your happiness right now? I guarantee you, a strict diet and counting macros is not something you're going to do for health or for fun. So we can just completely get rid of that. Working out for 2 hours a day, not healthy, not fun. So get rid of that. Waking up at 5 a.m. to hit a soul cycle class, not super healthy, maybe fun for you. I don't know. We might need to get realistic. So the difference is stop punishing yourself with clean eating and macro counting and strict dieting and super hard workouts, right? The things that we've been taught and been led to believe that actually get us towards our goal weight and our goal health and happiness. And you shift over to actually giving that to yourself right now. And I know that's a huge concept. And in fact, there's a little more to it than that. If it was just that easy, you'd be able to just do it and be like, oh yeah, I shifted my focus and everything changed for me. But really what's at play is, if we dig a layer deeper, is this belief that I'm unworthy to be happy, to be healthy. And that involves actually releasing a lot of childhood trauma and stored emotions. And we actually do that inside our hormone healing blueprint. But I'm not going to go into that today because it's a lot. And I just wanted to give you this main shift that you can start practicing now. Because when you focus on the health and the hormonal balance first, your body releases the extra weight effortlessly. Now, this is the biggest aha moment for the women who are in our Hormone Healing Blueprint program, because they usually come in not wanting to lose weight, actually. They come in to just want to feel better and balance their hormones and not have to live with the fatigue and the bloating and the headaches and the unruly periods and all the symptoms. And the most surprising thing that they find is when we start to release these stored traumas and actually eat in a way that balances hormones and promotes health, they're like, oh my gosh, I'm not even trying to lose weight. This is the first time in my entire life that I have not actually dieted and tried to lose weight, and I'm losing weight effortlessly. And I always want to correct them in the moment, like, your body's not losing weight, it's releasing it. And I use the term releasing because it really is that effortless, just let go. Stop micromanaging. Stop. Trust that the body knows exactly what it's doing. When we get in there and we think that we're smarter than our metabolism, that's when things get ruined. There is a certain methodology of how to eat that promotes health and hormone balance and healing and fat releasing. And I teach you that inside Hormone Healing Blueprint. So my question is, now that you know this shift and actually how the women's metabolism works, do you want to keep shooting yourself in the foot, keep doing that same diet over and over again? Or do you actually want to try something different? Actually want to try eating healthy without the calorie deficit? And do you actually want to start promoting your joy and your happiness and things that make you feel confident now? Or do you want to keep putting them off until later? Choice is yours. But if that's you, then I invite you to click the link in the description so that you can learn more. Right now, we're doing a 4-day workshop inside a private Facebook group where I'm going to show you the first step in getting to the root cause of hormonal imbalances and lagging metabolism and resistant weight gain and why you're unable to lose weight. And I'm actually going to teach you the steps of how to eat for health and for hormonal balance. And that starts on June 16th on Wednesday. So if that's you, then let's get you in there. And let me know if there's any questions in the comments below.